In this video, we will be discussing about the next type of business organization, that is joint Hindu family business. In the previous video, we have discussed about sole proprietorship. Now we will be discussing about joint Hindu family business. First of all, joint Hindu family business. The name itself is very clear. Joint Hindu family business means this is a business which is run by Hindu family. Joint means when the family is joint, a joint family run a business and that is of Hindu community only, then it is known as joint Hindu family business. And special feature also you can write on this business, it is found only in India only. This type of business is found only in India. The meaning of joint Hindu family business, a business which is run by a joint family, joint Hindu family is known as a joint Hindu family business and it is run according to Hindu law also. Now features of this is first of all formation. The formation of this type of business can take place in only when there is an ancestral property there. Ancestral property. This type of business can be formed when there is an ancestral property which has been, you can say, hired. When there is an ancestral property only, then this ancestral property is there and at least two members should be there. Two members should be there to run the business. A single person cannot run the joint Hindu family business. Minimum 2 persons are required. There is no limit to maximum number of members. How many members can there be? There is no other upper limit is not there, but lower limit is minimum 2 members is required and ancestral property should be there in order to run the business. Next come to liability. The liability of the business in case of this, first of all, let us see that there are two types of persons or two types of members in India. One is Karta and other is co-parsoner. Co-parsoner. There are two types of members are there in a joint Hindu family business. One is Karta and other is co-parsoner. The Karta is also known as head of the business also. He runs the business and he is the sole decision maker of the business. And co-parsoner, they are also members. They are also members, but they do not have the right to take decision. So liability of members in case of joint Hindu family business is that the liability of Karta is unlimited, but the co-partner's liability is limited. The liability of the co-partners is limited to the extent of the share in the ancestral property, but the liability of the Karta is unlimited. He has to pay the debt out of the private property of his own house. Control. The control of the business lies in the hand of the Karta. He is the sole decision maker. His decision is final and binding on all the members also. So control of the business of a joint Hindu family business is in the hand of the Karta. He takes all the decision and his decision is final and binding, and every member of the joint Hindu family business has to follow the order of the Karta. Continuity. The business in case of joint Hindu family business is continued even after the death of the Karta, because once the Karta died, then the next eldest member in the family, beside the Karta, if he died, then the eldest member of the family he takes upon and he becomes the new Karta, and again the Karta will continue to run the business. Means among the co-partner, the eldest member among the co-partner they take over the business after the Karta dies and he becomes the new Karta of the business also. Minor member. This is a special type of business where minors are also allowed to become a member, and moreover this members is by birth also. You can see feature is of this business is by birth membership. Membership is by birth also. First is the minor can become a co-partner or member of the business also. Once the member takes place, the minors can also become a member of the joint Hindu family business, and moreover the membership is by birth. As soon as the birth takes place in the joint Hindu family business, the person becomes a member of the joint Hindu family also. So membership is by birth. Now come to merit of this type of business. First, merits of joint Hindu family business. Merit of this is since there is a complete control of the business is in the hand of the Karta, so there is control and fast decision making. fast decision, because he do not have to consult others. Even if he want to consult, he can consult, but he can take decision on his own. So there is fast decision making and complete control in the hand of the karta. There is complete control in one man's hand, and that is why there is fast decision making in case of joint into family business. Next is loyalty is there. There is complete loyalty in the business, because since this business is run by the family members, this business is run by the family members, so there is loyalty and devotion in the business. The members in the business, they work with loyalty and devotion, because they consider the business not as separate individual but as a single entity. They run the business because it is considered as a business, as a family business, and when it comes to family member, there is complete loyalty, or there is more loyalty and devotion while doing the business. So there is loyalty and devotion in the business. Thirdly, merit of this business is no outside interference. No outside interference means outsiders are not allowed. Means except the family members, no other person can become member of the joint into family business. So there is no outside influence is not there. Means no outsider influence is there. So there is no interference of the business from other person than the member of except the family members. So outside interference is not there, and only the family members are there only to take the decision. Moreover, the family members can only be consulted. The decision finally is taken by the karta. He is the sole decision maker. Limited liability. Limited liability can be both a merit as well as demerit. Limited liability. There is limited liability, but only for co-partner. There is limited liability of the members. So members, especially the co-partner, there is limited liability. Means their liability is limited to the extent of the share in the ancestral property. Now come to demerit. There is some demerits of the business is also. First is limited resources. You can say limited resources is there. Limited resources in the business in a joint in the family is the existence of an ancestral property. So there can be limit to a ancestral property. If the ancestral property is limited, the resources to run the business is also limited. So there is limited resources, because in order to start a joint in the family business, ancestral property is required, and when only ancestral property is to be invested, ancestral property is used for running the business, so there is limited resources is there. Again, you can write unlimited liability also. Unlimited liability. Unlimited liability, this is especially for the karta actually. Unlimited liability for the karta. The liability of the karta is unlimited, and he have to, in case of loss, if the business suffers too much loss, the karta have to pay the debt from his private property also. Although unlimited liability is not with there for the co-partner, but as regard karta, the liability is unlimited. So he will have to bear all the risk of the business. Now, demerit. Limited managerial skill. Limited managerial skill. Since the business is run by the members of a family only, and the karta is the sole decision making, so it may be possible, or it is most likely, or it is very likely that the karta may have limited managerial skill. So as a result, the business may suffer due to lack of managerial skill, because the karta may not be an expert businessman, or he may not have the skill of the manager, but then also since he is the karta, he will be taking the final decision, and as a result the business will suffer because of his lack of managerial skill. Dominance of karta. Dominant. The karta dominate the family business. He is the final decision maker. As a result, even if some important decision is to be taken, he will take the decision on his own. As a result, he will dominate the business, and the co-partner, they do not have any say in the business. So final decision, since it is taken by the karta, he dominates the business, and as a result, the business may suffer because of his dominance also. Because sometimes he may not be correct, then also his decision will be considered as final and binding.